South Africans are okay with things not making sense. For example, Jamaica's not in Africa, Haiti's not in Africa, Brazil's not in Africa, but I've come across some South Africans that in theory know this, but in reality, like, they don't compute it or process it, right? For example, I'll tell people about my Jamaican friends. I'll be like, oh my gosh, like, Jamaicans have housed me and made me feel more welcome and helped my transition a lot more than, you know, some African people. And they'll be like, why are you separating Jamaicans from Africans? Is Jamaica not in Africa? I'm like, bro, we were in the same geography class. You know that Jamaica is not in Africa. And then people would have to dig in their knowledge and be like, oh my gosh, in theory, yes, I do know that it's not in Africa, but the way that Jamaican culture, Haitian culture, even some people think that Brazil, not as often Brazil comes up, but some people do think that Brazil is in Africa. Like, they would know it in theory that it's not in Africa, but then practically and realistically, like, their brains just see these cultures, the spirituality within these cultures, their expression, the color, the ceremoniousness, the way that Africans feel loved when they're in these countries, and they'll be like, yeah, this must be an African person, even though the theory we learned in class is cognitively dissonant to that, or it is incongruent to the information that their brain feeds them. And I find that so fascinating. And I think then when you approach the African continent or South Africa, knowing that things make sense not making sense, knowing that people can maneuver the countries in the world in their heads to make sense of identity in the world, I think it lets you approach South African ignorance differently, and South African history and political context differently, because there is a context as to why people think that Jamaica is in Africa. And it's not everyone, it's some people, it's probably a minority before people come at me. But yeah, I hope I'm making sense.
Nope. No. I refuse. What do you mean Jamaica is not in Africa? What do you mean Jamaica is not in Africa? No. No. I refuse to believe it. No. I am not accepting that shame. Angeke. No. How? No.
Where are you from?
Houston. I'm from Nigeria, though.
Give me 3 countries in Africa.
Nigeria, Liberia, and Sudan. Nigeria.
You can't mention what he said.
I'm from Nigeria, though.
That means you have to probably know 10 of it.
Okay. Ghana. Let me think.
It's too Nigerian to be thinking.
Yeah. Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay. How long did you live in Nigeria? Did you ever go there?
No, I didn't. I would say once, but it's ones he already said.
There are 54 countries.
I'm just having a brain fart.
It's okay, you got it.
Algeria.
Give me just one more.
Ooh.
Let me make it easy. What continent is Africa in?
Damn. I want to say something. I don't know if it's going to be wrong. Like,
You can give 2 guesses. You got it, I promise.
my mind is somewhere else right now.
What continent is Africa in?
It is a continent.
It is a continent. Thank you so much.
Let me come back.
Growing up, I used to think that Jamaica was part of Africa. I'm a Nigerian myself, and I don't know why. I always just thought that Jamaica was somewhere in Africa. I don't know why.
So I just want to highlight this. So I got to showcase a map real quick. I made sure to put Jamaica as dark as possible so that we can see it on the map, because any other color just it matched in with everything else, right? So I highlighted in black so we can see it. So Jamaica pretty much is up there with North America, right? And then all the way east yonder, we see Africa. I'm just trying to figure, and before somebody tries to tell me that, oh, you know, this is just people being funny and making a joke. No, this ain't funny. There's nothing hilarious where you have people that think that Jamaica is within Africa. I'm trying to figure out, like, do you guys not move around that landmass in order to figure out some things, or do y'all just stay neatly inside of the area that you're in? Because I'm just trying to figure out how exactly it is that this works, that you have people out here. Like, even in some of the other videos that I was able to see in Africa, you had Africans saying that, oh yeah, you know, Jamaica is here. Where? Where in Africa is Jamaica? Where? I know it's a very large landmass. I know a lot of continents and places can fit comfortably directly on that landmass. But where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? But no, where in the world is Jamaica? It ain't. Like I said before, it's crazy to me how a lot of people want to try to school Black Americans, and they want to try to say that Black America is this and Black America is that and all this other type of. This is the most insane thing I have seen thus far. Anybody could literally open up a map on their phone and figure it out. All of the people that were specifically speaking and talking, I'm pretty sure people went to school. I'm pretty sure people took geography. I'm pretty sure people looked at a world map. I'm not understanding how, if you had all of these things, that it escapes you that Jamaica is not a part of Africa. Nowhere on that large landmass is Jamaica, nor has it ever been. Like, this is wild to me. This is just more stuff that's going to get added on top of a very high pile of things when it comes to the conversations of Black Americans and Africans and Black Americans. Like I said, I don't know what y'all are doing out here. And then on top of that, to make it even worse, you even got the Africans in the UK, or the Black Brits. And you had those up there saying similar things. I'm like, how? Like, what just happened? Like, how did? I'm just trying to figure out, how did we get here? Just for, you know, conversation's sake, how did we get here? Like, I understand that, you know, when people used to do the thing on the TV shows and they used to ask people questions on the streets about geography and different things of that nature to get a laugh, and, you know, and all of those things, because some of those people are so far removed from school and it shows that, you know, you tend to forget a lot of information. What was the main adage or whatnot that they used to always say, that if you don't use it, you lose it? And that pretty much shows when it deals with those, you know, street conversations. This is before everybody had a podcast and all this other type of stuff. But now we're living in a day and age of which, again, everybody has a supercomputer. Everybody has the highest, most upgraded smartphone. Everybody has Grok, ChatGPT, all of these different types of things. So I'm a little bit concerned and confused on, if everything is so easy, knowledge is so obtainable, how it is that a lot of people are just so lost. I'm just highly confused. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. And nobody can make it make sense for me. Because at this point in time, realistically, information is handed to you on a silver platter, so to speak. Dealing with, you know, all of the processors and the metals and the circuits and the boards that you have directly in the cell phone. Realistically, again, information is handed to you directly on a silver platter. Like I said, I'm just confused. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I didn't know that people like this even existed. I didn't even know that this was actually possible, where people can be so lost to think that this is really a thing. Wow. Insane. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.